Interesting. I didn't catch it. All right.
I'm gonna say he really back into his One Piece bag. He
I
was looking at
know.
every nook and cranny of every chapter.
I know. I'm a crackhead. I really like that. Remember that one channel I think I showed you, the Dusk and Dawn one?
Hmm.
I don't know if you checked it out yet. I'll just like we'll talk Demon Slayer. I promise. Just let me just show him. And I was like,
Hey, bro,
nah,
I'm not mad at
nah, she's different.
cousin.
She she's the one I believe in. Let me see. 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 Right here, I think. I think it was about a year ago. A year ago, 10 months, 1 year. There it is. Nope. Nope. Damn it. Where the fuck is it? There it is. So 1 year ago, I'll put it on screen right here. And like I told you, I actually realized she's also a Japanese translator, so I think she also translates manga too. So like
Okay.
she's got a different type of insight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right here where it says Blackbeard has Davy Jones lineage, like she called this a year ago. And I was like, yeah, put respect on her name. She got observation hockey out the ass.
See, this is why I want to learn Japanese so bad, bro. Because I'm sure like a lot of things get lost in translation,
Hmm.
and it's like if you're a native Japanese reader, you can pick up on some of these things
Yeah.
really early on.
And like the crazy thing about it is I actually think I saw this recently where someone was like, no languages are really like the same. A lot of them have a lot of overlap. So like no matter what you do, things will get lost in translation no matter how good the translator is and how familiar they are with the material. I'm like, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Because even like just speaking a language, right?
Hmm.
Like you and I know, like if I'm speaking in French and then I want to say something in English, I can't say it exactly how it is. I just have to say the closest thing.
Hmm.
Like that's how my mind works when I'm like listening. Like everything I hear when I'm hearing a different language, I translate it in my head and then like reword it to make it make sense.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Raylan said just joined Demon Slayer Part 2, probably going to be the greatest anime movie ever, which is my current fave is DBS Super Broly. I actually like that movie, Dragon Ball Super. Oh, the Broly, sorry.
It's,
The Broly movie is good. I just thought they fought too long, which is a weird thing to say for Dragon Ball. I'm like, they're still fighting. That's like, jeez.
nah, bro, that shit was crazy. They was
I,
fighting for a whole hour straight.
I like Superhero, though. I actually like that movie. I'm not necessarily sure like why I like it so much, but I like that movie a lot.
Wow.
I like it
Wow. Shock. You've never told me that.
because I was hiding it.
Wow.
Because I was hiding that. I get that to the chest. I swear there was a One Piece creator who predicted that Teach couldn't sleep about 10 years ago before the Oden flashback. I never saw that one. I didn't catch that one. Yo, get out of my way, Jet. He's such a menace. Oh my god, he's always in my way. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people predicted, well, not predicted, but said that they had already known that Moria was a Kozuki
Yeah.
because of the way it's written.
Like when you invert
So,
like the dusk and whatever the Kozuki means. I can't remember what it means right now, but yeah, which was crazy. Just crazy. And this is why I need to learn the language for real. My Japanese got worse over the years, which is the bad part. It's not as
oh
good as
dear.
it's not as good as it used to be. I feel like my Spanish and Japanese got worse over the years because I just kind of stopped altogether. My French ended up getting better over the years again as a result. Something's got to give. Because for a while my French got bad. I'm like, yo, it's been a while since I've really been speaking this language for real. And until I
Mm,
was going to like Quebec a lot and stuff, like it forced me to have to like pick it back up. So,
okay.
but all right, we're here to talk about Demon Slayer Infinity Cast. So we actually saw it a while ago. Just didn't have an opportunity to speak about it. You know how life is. Life is busy, and I got other content to cover too. But I actually saw it the day of that it came out in North American theaters. I'm from Toronto, so that's where I watched it. When did you see it?
The day after,
Okay. Did you watch it twice or just once?
3 times.
Oh shit! See, I feel like you would see it more than once. I'm not mad at it. That's Superhero was high key a Piccolo movie with a little fan service for the SS2 Gohan fans, but the CGI was a little hard to follow. I kind of thought that was one of the best CGI, like all CGI films I've ever seen, which is why I wanted to give them credit. Like I don't think it was perfect. I think there was parts where like okay, but for a whole CGI movie, I thought that was one of the better ones that I saw. I will still say the Saint Seiya and Captain Harlock movie were my favorite too. But I like that they were experimenting with the animation. It's one of my favorite things Toei used to do with the One Piece films. Like they would with the films, they would really try out different animation styles, like rotoscoping, more key animation, more digital. Like you could see for like the Baron Amatsuri movie, like it looks a little different in terms of the characters, how they move and how they emote. I like that. I think it's fun to experiment. So, but yeah, shout out to Piccolo, the aura farming master. So I went. So my boy Nat, he got us all the tickets and everything, and like I went to that movie like 16 deep, like with 16 niggas. Like it was kind of crazy. It was a fun movie experience, but I have to like admit, like I haven't nigged that hard in a long time. Like we pulled up an hour, early. We'll get into the movie in a second. We pulled up an hour early. We was in the parking lot. We was, smoking up, drinking up, had a couple of beers and everything, just talking anime stuff in general. I met some of Nat's friends, and I guess he was speaking about me. He's like, oh, you're the anime guy. You're the one who fucks with JoJo, right? I'm like, yeah, Rocky-san. So then we went into the theater. We saw like a bunch of people cosplaying, which was dope. So we took some pictures with the cosplayers and everything. It was very nice, friendly environment, which I always like. No tension, no hostility. Everyone's here because you're a fucking nerd, and you're gonna nerd out. That's what we do. Got into the theater. The movie kind of starts, right? And I get tapped on the shoulder. I look to the left. I get past a red cup. I haven't I'm kind of watching the movie, right? So I don't fully realize what's happening. But I'm like, oh, there's more. Oh, I'm supposed to take one and pass it along. I'm still on autopilot a little bit. Watching the movie, they're all falling down and shit, fighting the lesser demons, the ones they said like Kuzuki, like the lower Kizuki levels, lower moon levels. But like I'm just chilling. I get tapped again. I'm like, oh, my candy, yes. Nat said he got candy for me. I got my sour poppers. I'm blessed. Maybe a few minutes later, I get tapped again. I get handed a bottle of Crown Royal. I said, hey, yo, that's what we're doing? Shit, I don't mind if I do. Put a little in my cup, pass that down. Then a tequila margarita came my way, so that was my other sip drink. And then, like an assembly line, back and forth. Chicken wings are getting passed up and down that line, bro. We're all like the same row. So I'll take my wings, you know what I'm saying? I put the bones in the candy bag, whatever. and like the whole time, like, bro, I could smell the Royal. I hope no one else can smell that. Like, to the point I have my hand over it to try to cover the aroma. I'm like, yo, let me not you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to make it as peaceful as I can. Because I participated. I can't say I did it, but I did it calmly. And yeah, it was a great experience. Nat had a few outbursts, like when Shinobu died. He's like, she's fucking trash. And the whole theater laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he did it again for, I can't remember. I think it was, what's Shinobu's apprentice's name? The one with the strong eyes, the good eyes.
Canal?
Yes. He's like, I can't remember. She did something, and he's like, he said something, and everyone laughed. And then it came to the point where he had done that at least 3 times, where the whole theater laughed. We were watching it at IMAX, which I finally understand the hype. Like I actually asked what it meant for once. I'm like, what the fuck does IMAX mean? Why does everybody care about it?
The full screen, brother.
Yes.
The full screen.
But also, we had I guess multiple speakers in that theater. So sometimes the sound would be concentrated into one side of the theater or one portion to, I guess, kind of emulate that the sound is coming from that direction. So when the bird was like, caw, Upper Moon Theory's been defeated, whatever, we thought that was Nat because it was coming from his speaker. We all started dying. He's like, that wasn't me. I didn't say shit. I'm like, oh, that was the speaker, and we started dying and laughing in the theater. It was a great movie experience. We had a good time. We will definitely like get into the movie details and everything. But yeah, that was kind of like my theater experience, and then I watched it with like 15 other friends. So, who did you go with?
So I went with I had a good and a bad experience, and I have
Mm.
a little rant afterwards. But I went with my sister and my godbrothers that you met at Otakon, and then their friends, which by extension are also my friends as well. So it was 8 of us.
Mm.
Um, we get to the theater, we got there on color people time, like literally right when the showtime starts. They have this little thing at the kiosk now, like where when you pick up your tickets, you can also place an order for your popcorn and your drinks and stuff,
Okay.
like right there. So you can just head to the counter and then pick it up. So I was like, okay, this is innovative. I like this. But I did that. Going to the counter, whole place is full of Yaiba fans and cosplay. I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like this. My people. So I'm standing there waiting for my stuff. And then whatchamacallit, it takes a while. I'm like, bro, I'm missing all the previews. It took about like 20 minutes for them to get me my popcorn and my drink. So I get it, get in the theater, sit down. Everybody's like talking for the 5 minutes before the movie comes up. And I'm just one of my friends, he made a joke. He was like, yo, what if they play the movie in dub? I'm like, what? No, they would never do that. Like, I know I paid for sub. I'm here to hear Japanese. I'm not hearing Yaiba and no fucking English. So we just sitting there chilling.
Water breathing style.
And then,
I don't know how to sound in
bro,
English. I've never heard it.
listen, movie starts. That nigga Yomei started talking, and I heard English in my ears. The entire theater was like, oh, like, what is this?
Theater said, "Boo, boo English."
I heard a couple people was like, oh, hell no. Like, nah, that's not what we paid for. And then they all started looking at me because I was the one that bought the tickets. I'm like, bro, I know I'm not bugging. I look at the ticket. It doesn't say dub or sub on there. I'm like, okay. Now I go on the app. I'm like, look, Japanese language with English subtitles. I know I'm not tripping. It's a 7 o'clock show and that's where we at. So then, like, after like a minute, I kid you not, at least 20 people got up from their seats and started heading for the exit. And I'm like, are they about to go tell them to start the movie over? Okay, I'm about to sit my ass down. I don't need to get up then. Because I was literally about to go tell them, like, hey, y'all playing the wrong fucking movie.
Like hell no.
Yeah, I paid for subs. I want my subtitles. So yeah, after like 5 minutes of hearing Tanjiro's excruciatingly painful English voice acting, some people come back and then they're like, they said they're gonna restart the movie,
Yeah.
A couple people talk about so Nippon Banzai. We over here getting excited. So then, like, the movie is still playing for like 2 more minutes, and then it just stops. Like mid movie, everybody starts clapping, like, yeah. Restart the movie, everybody's like, yeah. The movie starts, everybody gets dead quiet.
You're like, oh my god.
And then once everybody gets quiet, we over here looking at the screen. And then next thing you know, Gilbert starts talking. We see subtitles. Everybody's like, yeah.
Let's go. That's actually hilarious.
So yeah, once we get the debacle out the way, like we watching the movie, having a good time, and I'm like paying attention and watching it and enjoying the movie. But like over the course of the movie, like as things started getting more and more like climactic, these kids, like they couldn't have been older than 23. They just yapping away, like just straight talking. Like I can understand, like
Shut
you say something in passing, you make a joke, you laugh, during the movie, and then get back to being quiet. You go to the theater for the experience. So I don't mind a little comment here and there. Like you don't have to be dead quiet. But like they was having a full on conversation, and then Somebody on the other side of me was like, "Yo, shut up!" And then they over there like, "Oh, you talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me." Da, da, da. And I'm like, "Oh my god, bro, can we just shut the fuck up and watch the movie?" Like, damn. But yeah, aside from that,
That
it
that
was a
person
good movie.
that person was me, by the way. Like, shut the fuck up. That person was me every
But yeah,
time.
I don't know what's up with like the younger generation, like the older Gen Z kids, but like they have zero movie theater etiquette. Like you can't be in the theater having a whole conversation during the movie. Like it just that can't fly, bro. A couple comments here and there is fine, but just full on talking like a normal voice level,
Yep. And I'm with you. I do think it's gotten a little worse over the years. Where like, again, I'm not a huge movie goer. Like I don't watch that many movies theater. Usually they're like animated movies or like superhero movies, anyways. But like some people just be there like it's like the whole film you're talking. Like shut up. Like again, I don't mind a little comment there like wow I can't believe you did that or something like like that's fine. But like when you just yapping, just shut up, yo. Should be annoying. But movie starts off I think very strong. It kind of I actually went and finished the third season before like going to the theater because I actually hadn't finished. I had watched up until I don't remember the fourth upper moon's name right now. What's the name of the fourth upper moon?
Hantengu.
Yeah, you know when Hantegu kind of like all the forms kind of merged together.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the last thing that I saw, so I didn't see this called like Conquer the Sun yet, blah blah blah. Like I mean, obviously I've read the manga, so I know what happened, so that's why I wasn't really tripping. But I'm like, you know what, let me watch it though. And then like I actually really like the scene when oh my gosh, is it Ubayashiki? Is that his name? The leader of the demon corps or whatever. The guy with the who's blind
Oh
and
yeah.
fuck yeah. He when he blows himself up and they all pull up like right the last second, he goes like it's Muzan. They're all like, oh yeah, that's him, and they all come in like that moved me. That was tough. That was a tough scene. Like one thing that I've always really appreciated about the Demon Slayer manga, and I think the anime does a really good job of this too, is the desperation.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
No, I
What?
can hear you.
Oh, that scared me. I was like, what? Okay, no, we're good. Oh, you said that was me. Oh, okay. My bad. It's like, wait, what? Like I think I first really noticed this when I watched the fight against Gyutaro. Like they are desperately trying to take out this Upper Moon Six. Like they're risking body, limbs, future, everything. Like Tanjiro's finger is throwing up a gang sign. It's broken. It's bent the other way. He holding that shit with three fingers. That nigga Uzui has his other hand in his hand, bro. Like it's the desperation is real, and that's one thing that I felt this movie also captured really well, and I really like how because it's like these demons are powerful. As much as we're superhuman, Hashira level, whatever the case may be, these motherfuckers are. It's actually the android problem, which I realized it a long time ago, but I was a little late to it. Where it's not even like you're necessarily weaker. You can't sustain that level of effort forever. You're gonna get tired. I always argue, and you have to agree with this, but if Vegeta didn't have literal like Saiyan stamina issues, I think he could have beaten 18, but he can't fight that ferociously for that long, and that's how hard he has to fight to beat her. So all she
Yes,
has to do
yes,
is
I agree. I agree with that.
play the long game. It's like, all right, you're getting tired, you're getting slow, you're getting slappy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Because
arm! Right? Yeah.
Trunks was like, "Oh, he's stronger in this timeline than he was in my timeline, and he's fighting her head to head evenly." But then over time, like being a Super Saiyan, especially a new Super Saiyan at that, too much energy, so he started getting weak and sloppy.
Exactly. So I actually also really like how the movie kind of illustrates and portrays the ever expanding Infinity Castle. I also really like when the crows are just constantly flying everywhere, trying to map shit as it's continuously expanding, and the kids are just mapping it out, mapping it out, mapping it out. Pass it, mapping it out, pass it, mapping it out, pass it. Something happens, someone wavers, there's no time for that right now. We'll cry later. Map it out, pass it, like that's how and like For a kid to have to do that is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
he was the what I want to give him sixth man. Yeah, he was sixth man of the year.
yeah, hell yeah. He completely embodied all the things I guess his father was about and taught him, and then went right to it. And that man blew himself up, his wife, and some of his kids, just to get Muzan in that little situation. So I also forgot that Gyome knew. I forgot he knew.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and not Mukai. What's his name? The Mist user. He and
Malichiro.
Murichiro. When he asked him, I'm like, yeah, like he didn't. I like they didn't lie either. He just told him the truth immediately. Like this is what happened. Like we got to make it count. And I'm like, wonderful. This was really good. I also want to say, I kind of fully predicted where this movie would start and end. Well, start is not really a big deal. Starts whatever, but I'm like, it's going to end with the Akaza being defeated. And I think the next film, Doma and Kokubishi, whatever his name is, I can't remember. I can't pronounce the nigga's name.
Kokushibo.
Kokushibo. I will say Koku twice. Kokushibo. I think they're both gonna go down, and the last movie will be fully Muzan, and then the backstory with Yoruichi and everything of the sort. Like that will focus on that. On that, I think backstory with Yoruichi. That actually what happened with the Upper Moon one. But also remember that Muzan did meet Yoruichi when I'm having a problem with names today. The demon girl was sick with the medicine. Tamayo. When she was like yes, kill him, and she's like no, no, damn it, her knees, bro. She was defeated. She said, dog.
She was over there watching with bated breath. You're like, oh my god, he finna die.
Yo, I saw the way she fell to her knees was the same thing that happened to that random ninja who saw Madara summon a meteor. He's like, bro, is this the power of a god? What am I doing here? I throw shurikens, my nigga. Like I can't. I'm ill-equipped. so yeah. He said he missed the penalty. He did. Oh shit, man. Yeah. So I want to say that I thought the movie was going to end exactly kind of where it ended. So that's my prediction. We'll see what they do later on. The movie was pretty long though. This is the longest film I've watched in a while. 2 hours and 2 hours 30 about.
Yep. Mhm.
Because I won't lie to people. Again, this had nothing to do with the movie quality. This was just me being like, I saw what I needed to see. I'm kind of ready to go, but I'm going to sit here and watch the rest of the movie. During Akaza's flashback, I was fighting to stay awake. It's a good flashback. I like his flashback. He's actually one of my favorite characters, and I think he's the best demon in the series. But I was fighting for my consciousness in the last like 15 minutes. I'm not going to hold you up. Because I was like, all right.
No, it was pretty long, bro. It was pretty long. Like I timed it the second time I went to go see the movie, and I was like, yo, this flashback was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. It's a 30-minute flashback. Oh my god.
And like, excuse my lack of empathy, I guess, but like, as much as I could understand it, I don't feel bad for any of the demons. Like, oh no, like, it's not his fault. It's like, again, he's the one. Like, yo, I'm like reasonable crash out, but like, it doesn't make me feel bad for you. Like, die, you're a demon. Like, maybe I'm just an asshole, but that's all I'm saying.
Nah, but I mean, I have another nuanced take because, well, I'm about to get into my rant bag again.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, Yaiba is super successful, massively in Japan, and even overseas, it's still not same level of success, but very successful. And then, it's for trivial reasons, like characters look cool, animation is great, the story is easy to follow.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a lot of people like dogpile on it and constantly shit on it and like oh my god, it's carried by the animation. I'm like, bro, I just want some of you guys to like
shut the fuck up,
mature a little bit and grow up, because like everything doesn't need to be intricate thesis level. Oh, monster, fucking Attack on Titan, plot heavy, Berserk style deep in order for it to be good. You know,
Talk to him.
the beauty of like Demon Slayer lies in its simplicity
Simplicity.
and the raw emotion that it invokes in people, and then the situation that these characters have been placed in. Like, you just have to put yourself into their shoes for a little bit. A lot of these guys are like 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and they've lost their whole family. Like,
Muichio's
almost,
like 14, isn't he?
yeah, he's a 14-year-old kid, and he lost his mom, his dad, and his twin brother.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is a world and a society they live in where their loved ones get snatched from them before they even had a chance to really live with them, you know?
Hmm.
And you see it like when I was saying earlier, like the desperation to like get Muzan out of there because he's making all their lives miserable.
And
Like they can't live in peace.
they're noble and honorable enough to sacrifice themselves for the next generation because some of them know that they're not seeing tomorrow. But so no one else has to,
Yes.
so that no one else has to go what they went through. They're willing to put their life on the line.
And then people are always like, oh, but why the author always making you feel bad for the demons? Like, bro, that's not the point. The thing is, the series has the light side of the coin and the dark side of the coin. The light side, obvious, being Ubuyashiki, and then the dark side being Muzan.
Hmm.
All these characters have one of these sides of the coin come to them at the lowest points in their lives. There's a few exceptions here and there, like Doma, who didn't give a shit about anything anyways. But
Yeah.
like a lot of the Hashira, like when they lost everything, they come to Ubuyashiki and then he gives them hope. He inspires them to live, to keep being strong for the next generation. And then you have niggas like Muzan that comes to these niggas like Daki, Akaza, Gyutaro when they're at their wits'
Lowest.
end and
Yeah.
turns them into a demon and pulls them into madness.
And then they kind of
And then,
forget their humanity slowly.
yes. So, like, the backstories for the demons is not to make you feel sorry for them because they killed and eat people and obviously they're pieces of shit. But it's to make you understand what they went through to bring them to this point.
It's an explanation, not an excuse. Is how I'd put it.
Yes. So you can feel bad for the lives that they live when they're humans, but when they're demons, oh no, they gotta die. And that's what I've always liked. Like everybody was like, "Oh, Tanjiro just be doing talk no jutsu." I'm like,
No, he finishes the
he's ready to
job.
kill all these niggas. Yeah,
He just has enough.
he's ready to kill all of them.
Exactly. He's not sparing them. He's still getting the job done. Just he's a lot more empathetic, and also his sister became a demon, so he's got a different viewpoint than the average person. You have to understand. I think that's the part a lot of people miss. Remember, his sister became a demon too, right? So, and his sister's like a good person still. But yeah, and Tamio's also another example, and her little sister, her assistant, I like him. I can't remember his name right now.
Yushiro?
Yeah, I like him too. Like, yeah, he's dope. I love when he came in when Zenitsu's senpai was like, he'll die with me. He's like, no, you stink. No one likes you. You finna die alone, bitch. You finna die alone. I said, oh my god, that pissed me off. I know he went to hell fucking fuming. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. And I think one of the ones too that you have to remember too is that Gyutaro and Daki were a brother sister demon combo, and Tanjiro understands that one misstep that could have been him and his sister in some capacity. The wrong misstep. So his perspective is different, but he's just more empathetic in that sense though. He is. So yeah. I think people misunderstand what he's doing when he's kind of like being empathetic towards a demon. Comfort, like Chief said, he comforts them after he packs them. Like, what's that one move that could like calmly send you to the afterlife, where it's like blissful, like you're still dead, but he's like, I'll send you away like nicely, I guess. So yeah. All right, where do you want to start? Which portion you want to start with?
We can just go in order.
Okay.
So we can start with Shinobu and then Doma.
Yeah, so Doma is actually the biggest piece of shit demon. Like, I don't want that to be lost. I have a personal grudge against Kokushibo, but Doma's the worst, and I don't like him at
Yes,
all.
he's he's awful.
And
He's funny, but he's awful.
yeah, no, didn't he also like pull a deal? I don't know if I remembered that. Like
He did.
I know, or Shinobu actually kind of say. Didn't he like dig into his brain to remember something?
Oh, that will happen in the next movie. Yes.
Okay. Never mind that. Maybe I was remembering it a little bit far ahead, but yeah. Oh no, you're right. It's when Inosuke comes to remember what his mom looks like. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I still think one of the greatest tragedies he never got like a 1v1
A 1v1. Yeah.
or like a I don't know. I don't mind that him and Thing had to team up to take it on Doma, and obviously Shinobu's poison working more and more as because she got absorbed. But I kind of wanted him to get a Zenitsu moment to the point I wouldn't have minded if like another Upper Moon was created for him to fight, but that wasn't experienced the same way Zenitsu's Aniki was and everything. And I actually heard people in the theater tear up when his grandpa said, "You're not a disappointment to me. You're my pride and joy." People were sniffling in the theater.
Yo,
I heard people crying.
that shit got to me. I don't know. It's something about hearing it. Like when I read it, I was kind of sad, but then like hearing it and seeing the presentation, I was like, "Oh my god, grandpa!"
I I can't say it didn't get to me. I will say just like your line, April, because I knew what was coming. I braced myself. So by the time it happened, I was kind of stone faced. Not that I didn't feel it. But what's going to get me is when the Win Hashira has to say, "God, please don't take my brother." That every time I read that part, it gets me every single time because the way he acts and how standoffish he was. But the whole time, he just wanted his brother to live a normal fucking life, grow old, have a family, live. You know what I mean? Like that part's gonna get me when it happens in theater. I know it is. I'm probably gonna tear up. That's like the most emotional moment for me in the series.
That shit hurt, man. That shit hurt so bad.
He said, "God, no, please don't take my brother." And then Guillaume had to just look at him and be like, "Bro, we have to cry later."
Job not
You know what I
finished.
mean? Like, yo, he's like, oh man.
Said job not finished, bro.
Mhm.
And so then we locked back in. He got back up. He was like, "Bro, I'm gonna go kill that bastard."
Yep.
No, I fucking love him, man.
Yep.
That's my guy.
Yeah, Guillaume became my favorite real fast. Then I would say still Inosuke. Then I actually would probably put Akaza, then the Win Hashira, then probably Tanjiro fifth. Like my order is those five in some interchangeable order. Akaza is a great character. I like him a lot. I think I've also started to understand the Rengoku thing a bit more. I think I've underestimated how big of a role he played because I always felt like, especially in the manga, he kind of just came in and went, and I was kind of like, eh. And I just kept going. I get it now. I think I get it now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shinobu showcase from an animation standpoint, everything was really good too. I did see a meme that made me laugh. That was like Shinobu thinks if she was taller, she'll be moving like a cat. And I'm like, yo, dog, you can't be that weak. Like, if you're strong enough to
no,
like,
but
go ahead.
hold on. Did you see Dance of the Centipede? She was zigzagging. I was
Yep.
like, oh.
Yeah. And Doma's bastard ass is just like playing around. But she fully intended to get absorbed though, so you have to always remember that. She did not intend to run into him and not die.
My sister was her favorite Hashira.
Mm-hmm. You said her sister's your favorite Hashira? Did we lose Pat? Is that me on my end? Hold on. Pat? Oh, your internet's struggling right now. I can't really hear you. I can hear you trying to say something, but leave and come back and see if it works better. But yeah, her showcase was really impressive though. I liked her showcase. I like that the animation kind of extended it a little bit, and I thought she was going pretty crazy. And I love the part where she like stabs him in the throat with the poison, and then she's like remembers Tanjiro saying, "Are you angry?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm always pissed off. Like I am angry." Like you like smell her anger, And he's like, "Why the fuck won't you fucking die, you piece of shit?" As she's falling down, like, hold on, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. I think he left. I think he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna come back because he's still no Pat. You gotta reset. You gotta reset the router. Reset the router, or turn your phone off from on or back on, or go on your laptop. I'm not on your computer. You might have to go on your computer. But no, she did her thing, and I like when her little protege comes in, and she's fuming, but she knows she can't react out of anger because it's all it's gonna do is get her clapped up. So she gotta like,
Okay, I'm back now.
there you go, there you go.
Where did I tell off at? The fucking my mom turned on her car. My phone is connected to her Bluetooth.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes when the car gets turned on. What did you say last? We were on the Shinobu fight, and how she was doing the insect dance and going crazy.
Oh, yes. So my sister Shinobu is actually her favorite Hashira.
Okay.
So the reason she likes Shinobu is because you know that scene where Tanjiro was like, "Oh, you smell kind of angry."
Angry? Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, "Wait, hold on. That smile she putting on his face? She be pissed off all this time?" Like,
Yep.
so that kind of like gratiated herself towards her. She was like, "Oh yeah." So when she snapped, she's gonna be a demon. So
Yep.
she was waiting for that.
Mm.
And then like she was enjoying the showcase, but she was scared because she was like, "Yo, Patrick, please tell me somebody's gonna go help. That's Upper Moon 2. Like somebody has to go. Somebody has to go help her. Like this is somebody stronger than Akaza. Akaza did Rengoku bad. So then when she lost, she was like, "Oh my god," because she's anime only. So she was like, "Shinobu did nothing. I can't believe this."
She has to wait till she has to wait until 2026 to see what she actually did. Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah. So I'm just like, it's a little inside joke for me because I'm like, don't worry, sister. You made a good choice. It's going to be a good contribution, but she has to wait it out.
Yeah. Is it not just her? Her favorite Hashira being Shinobu? I think Shinobu's
Yep.
cool. I don't dislike Shinobu, but at first I was like, this is what you came to do? I won't lie. I was like, yo, go. What did things say to the carrot? Go back to Zoe and eat some grass.
Oh my god.
Go to the afterlife and think about what you did wrong. Jet, get out my way, bro. Oh my god, Jet. Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I was saying. I was saying I brought up the part where she stabbed him in the neck and in the roof, which was really good. That thrust to the neck was really
yeah.
good. And then she's like falling down, and it flashes back to Tanjiro being like, "Yo, you smell kind of like pissed off all the time. Like, why are you angry?" And she's like, "Why won't this motherfucker die? Like, I hate him. Die, like die. You fucking suck." And I'm like, "Dog, I feel the rage, yo. I feel that. I feel it. I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm getting my ass beat right now." Yeah. Then when sorry, tell me her name again. the protege. Fuck. I'm off to look these names up. Canal, right? When she came in and she couldn't just immediately like rush in because she's like, she knows the plan and it's like he's trying to goad you to attacking recklessly, you know, and she has to just sit there and hold it and watch him absorb her big sister. Like, yeah, man, it was tough to see, but don't worry.
And then like people got to remember, like because of how traumatized Kanao was, she was a mute for a very long time.
Yes.
So like when she bust into the room and then like saw Shinobu like that, she yelled, which is a big deal because Kanao don't talk.
Yeah.
She don't talk.
She don't even make noise for real.
That's why I'm trying to tell people like it's little things, bro. Little things like that. Like you can appreciate the beauty in its simplicity.
But I've noticed this generation isn't good at all at like things that are implicit, that are implied. It needs to be very in their face, explicit for them to really get it. I'm not sure
Yeah,
why,
unfortunately.
but it is the case.
Unfortunately.
Like, I'll give you one of my favorite ones that people don't catch. Like, one of my like favorite moments in Marineford is just the look. Whitebeard has this one panel where he just kind of looks down, like,
Mm-hmm.
and like exhales, and it's like, you guys think I'm a monster? You think I'm this? You think I'm that? Like, I'm just a man, bro. And like, I felt that. I felt like that one panel spoke to me. But it's subtle. You're not gonna catch that really. Especially if you're like hyping. All right, what you gonna do now? Is you gonna fucking swing his glaive and fucking cut it in half? Like, and I'm like, nah. You gotta catch the implied subtle moments, man. Like they do a lot to carry a series, and a lot of these authors are good at getting that stuff in it. Yeah, subtext has been lost. Absolutely. So yeah,
Rizado-kun, what's up?
Big Lizard, Roger's #1 fan. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like to me, I'm like, yo, you're Rogers' lawyer and PR team. I love it. Okay, next was what I know. Like the Akaza and Tanjiro and Giyu fight started to heat up, but we really got the Zenitsu fight next before we fully focused on that fight.
Yes, Zenitsu's fight was the next one.
How do we feel about it? How was it executed?
It was subtly sweet and short. Like most of the fighting was actually, if you like compile it all together, was probably about 2 minutes long because it was mostly full of backstory, flashback from Zenitsu's point of view, and then I feel like this is one thing I kind of feel like Gotoge probably missed was not fully introducing Kaigaku as a character beforehand. Like before, we had never seen his face. We had just seen him from like Zenitsu's perspective from the back, and then like in Gyomei's perspective as a kid, but like not really the whole like his persona, his face, his personality out there. So we didn't really know that much about him, and we didn't really understand like his role within the series. We just knew he was another disciple of Thunder Breathing, but we didn't know he was a co-successor with Zenitsu.
Yeah.
So I feel like getting that information beforehand would have done a lot better for the fight itself. But when Zenitsu showed up, even I was getting like manga flashbacks of when I was reading it. And then he started talking to him about like how Gramps committed suicide, and I'm just like, oh, like I started putting everything together. Like the first time I was going through it, because I was like, that's why Zenitsu was pissed off on top of the rock.
Yeah, when he got a letter, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
You're just angry.
Because at the time I was like, what's up with him? Like this nigga's always happy-go-lucky, carefree, and then all of a sudden he like ready to put belt to ass on somebody. I'm like, what's happening?
And in a lot of ways, out of the main trio, I always thought that he was kind of naturally the most talented one.
Yeah. That thunderclap and flash, boy. Oh my god. The way he fucking multiplied that shit, sixfold, eightfold, Godspeed. I'm like, god damn, boy.
And then he made the seventh the new form and said, I wanted to use this to fight with you. Like it didn't have to be like this. Like I still respected you as my senior.
It was nice seeing like the other thunder breathing techniques. Especially with the way that it was animated, like he had like one technique where he had like thunder bunshins or whatever, so like there was thunder clones all over. I guess to imitate like how fast he's actually going. And then the blood demon art like mixed in with the lightning and having like lightning cracks all over Zenitsu's body. I thought that was really cool. That ain't Kaigaku, bitch.
That man said,
like, how can you not
you're
do the first
slow
one?
Trash. I said, oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes. That part too. Like when he he got that nigga took back and he was like, too slow. Trash. I'm like,
who is this?
yo, this nigga is awake?
Yup. He's not playing any type of games.
That was the biggest thing. Every fight up until then, he has been asleep or whatever. And then now he's ready to fight a big dog. He is awake. I'm like, oh. That's what I knew he was about to get clapped. Because I was like, oh, Zenitsu's awake? Yeah, he got this.
Mm-hmm.
You got this. My man don't need no backup.
Nope. And then like it validated like I always felt that was validation to me where I was like I think Tanjiro's the best thinker and has the best tools and information for like towards him, plus the memories of his descendants to get to like the sun breathing and everything. It's not to say Tanjiro's lacking talent, but I would argue he really is a product of hard work.
Yes.
Inosuke learned a lot just being a fucking jungle kid. Give him credit, but he's not that polished or refined. Ultimately, at the end of the day, even though he's unorthodox
Mm-hmm.
and he's got a lot of skills that work for him, I'm like, for somebody who has one form, he goes crazy. Like Zenitsu might actually have a lot of the most innate talent out of the three of them. I still think Kanao has the most out of the four of them, the kind of like next generation, if you will. I think she's naturally the most talented because I felt she's been teetering at the Hashira level far before they got to that level. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Helping them with the consistent breathing and things of that nature. Pat, do you prefer the anime or manga for Yaiba and Lizard Zaxxon? Monkey D. Sonic or Davey D. Shadow?
I prefer the anime, because the soundtracks that they use, it kind of like captures the moment better. But I really do appreciate like I know people complain about the art style, but I actually like it a lot. I think it's a reflection of the time period. I think the art is intentionally put like that,
Mm-hmm.
and there are little tidbits within the manga after the chapters that are not present in the anime.
It's true. It is true. There was one scene I thought they would animate a little differently. Which is when Giyu's like, "I don't like talking. Please don't speak to me." I thought they would make it a little more comedic. It still a hit, but I thought they would do it a little differently. 'Cause I felt like his face was a little more deadpan in the manga. Like, bro, just fight. Like, I don't like you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care. Shut the.
Nigga Giyu is a peak introvert, bro.
I won't even lie to you. Like, I like that. I'm like, this is a me thing to say. Like, shut up. I don't have anything to say to you. Just fight. But I like talking to you. What's your name? Giyu-san. So his name is Giyu. I said, fuck. So fuck you, yapping too much. No, I thought again that fight is also pretty short in the manga. If I remember correctly, it's like a chapter and a half. Like, I think the fight is a chapter, and then like the aftermath where like they're both falling and a little bit of the flashback and stuff. I think it's about 2 chapters in total. So the fact that it didn't take a substantial portion of the movie made a lot of sense. It's kind of short, sweet, to the point, and I liked it. And I think they did what they could to extend it. So I thought it was really, really well done. I think it was one of the better adapted parts of the movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Seeing that guy go down, needed him to go down. I don't like Kaigaku, whatever his name is. He sucks. He fucking sucks.
Nigga trash.
I don't even think he was in a position where his life was so bad and ruined that he needed to do that. He was just a pussy.
Yep.
Like,
Because like
yeah.
the whole thing about joining the Demon Slayer Corps is to protect the next generation. That's literally the point. If you are stronger, you lay your life on the line so that the weaker ones can succeed, and then they pick up your inherit your will, and then they become stronger than what you were. That's the whole point. Not so you can keep preserving your own life, you little bitch.
Bitch ass Nick. Okay, yeah. So seeing him get packed up, cathartic, nice. Needed that. And then we get to obviously just other things happening, but we'll get to it. But the main event.
Yeah.
Giyu and Tanjiro versus that boy Akaza. And this was one of the moments where I realized the animation team was doing so much dope shit. I have to really pay attention to them. I haven't really read the manga since watching the film. I'm gonna read it again to see if I notice this, but I really think the Infinity Castle background, the way it was expanding, even at one point when they were like fighting, like one of the little like portions extended upward, almost to put Akaza above them. Like I'm still greater than you. Whatever, come at me.
Yes.
And I'm like, the way that they play with the background animation to actually add more atmosphere to the fight was really good. Like that's not something I expected them to do, and I think it's an underrated part. I haven't really heard anyone speak about that part of the film at least the discourse that I've seen, I think it was really well done. It's almost my favorite part from an animated standpoint. Where I'm like, I really like that they did that. That was really good.
It really gave the feeling like we were watching a boxing match where like we had the undercard and then the mid card and then we had the main event.
Yes.
And then like when they were on the platform and it raised and then like you have the water going down to showcase like it's the water Hashira versus Akaza who's upper moon 3. I was like, oh, okay. It kind of like it gave the feeling like, hey, you better strap the fuck in.
Yep.
It's the main event. Let's go.
Like the booking was good. The build up was incredible. Even like the small little like, you know when they like take a butt fight before they really start fighting. Like
like the little clash they had.
And he's like, all right, like Tanjiro, like I'm about to pack you. Then Tanjiro like uses his Hinokami Kagura, dodges it, does it again, cuts through his arm, and he's like, okay, Kokushibo was right. All right. I accept it. You are not weak. You're not a bitch ass nigga. All right, let me take this a little more serious now. Then he gets in the stance. I'm like, oh shit. And like I like how Tanjiro really grows in this fight specifically. This is one of my favorite fights for him, as how much he grows in it. Like having to dig through the memories, remember what his dad was teaching him, how many years ago when he clapped up that bear really easily, because the bear came into the territory.
His dad was a demon.
I feel like
his dad was a demon, bro. I know. That weak constitution is an illusion.
Yeah, because he was really sickly, but yeah. What am I gonna say? Yeah, so one of my favorite parts too is like I really like when Giyu gets like fucking flung, and he comes back with the mark, and he's like, bro, my back is searing with pain, and I'm like, I feel that. I get that. I'd be pissed off too. I'm pissed off, and he's like, bro. It's like that one fucking punch or kick awakened all of my natural senses back to the absolute pinnacle and peak. And I was like, dog, that's so fire. That's so good. And then he started going crazy. And he was even though he's like, I think he said he hasn't fought a water Hashira in like 50 years, but he's like, yo, your technique is like refined, it's precise, it's really good, really nice. Oh, you use lull? I haven't seen that one before. That was new. Last one didn't use that one. Like, he just out there talking his talk, and you just like, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Bro, what he did to that bear, Muzan got lucky. I wonder how it would have been if his dad was around. That would have been interesting.
He would have seen the earrings and fucking his cells would have started shaking.
Yeah. And then... And this is what I mean about, like, the reason why I think Tanjiro gets so strong and gets so much done is because he's a thinker. He's a gamer. He's a thinker. I think him and Midoriya actually have that one major commonality and overlap. You know, the way that Izuku will start writing shit down in his notebook? Though Tanjiro just does it mentally, he's like, yo, Inosuke, how could you just feel danger? Like, all right. He's like, yo, it's just like... killing intent towards a part of my body. Like, all right, like, watch. I'll turn around. I could tell you where you're looking. Right shoulder. Yes, you're right. How do you know? right thigh. Like, it's just like, because, And Tanjiro just slowly just stacking his knowledge. He's like, how is Akaza be able to just sense danger like that all the time? He's sensing will, killing intent, life, If you could turn that off somehow, would you be able to sense me? To the point he thought that whatever attack he did blew Tanjiro away. He didn't know he was alive still. He thought it was just him and Giyu left. Tanjiro walking him down. Just no intent, nothing. I'm just here. Moo. Nothingness. Because that's the concept. That's a concept in like, being able to like be fully like enlightened or like turn off your ultra instinct shit. Like just, like all that's all connected to like Moo. And then he yelled out his name. Giyu was like, bro, there's no way you did that. Because if I was Giyu, if he did it immediately in the next panel, do what he did with the see-through rule too, by the way. And I remember what his dad said, and it cut off his head. I swear to God, I would have fought Tanjiro. The 2v1 would have flipped. Because there's no way. We worked that hard for you to do that. I swear to God, I would have been. Oh my goodness, he would have had me angry. And I also really love. I forgot about this, but I love Giyu being like, bro. I remember when I first met this kid. He was just willing to die, covering himself. I'm like, what are you doing? If you want to protect her. You're the big brother. And like his little like axe throw, whatever he did. Like, look where he's come. Like, you are Hashira level now. Like, you are my peer, equal, if not better, if not greater. Like I like that little moment too, because I really like the rapport they had during the training arc prior to the Infinity Castle, like the get some soba and yada yada, and because he's all like, I'm not really the real Water Hashira, like getting him to get over that. So I liked how that kind of came full circle, the rapport, and like even him being the one who saved him, and now Tanjiro saved him if you really think about it. So not that Giyu did save him in that fight, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna get on my Giyu soapbox now.
Go ahead.
Because this is why you should not have Giyu any lower than 3 on your favorite Hashiras, I feel like. Because he's my second favorite. Obviously, Rengoku is number 1 for me because, like, just the huge imprint that he had on Tanjiro, and then, like, how valiantly he fought and how honorable he was. And his personality, etc., etc. But, like, I feel like, honestly, Giyu's probably the best character in this entire series.
Talk to me.
Because he was the first person that we get introduced to outside of Tanjiro's family. He shows up, he's ready to take care of business. Like, if the demon is about to kill you, I gotta do my thing. And Tanjiro doesn't know shit about shit. He's like, bro, still my sister, bro. Like, please. Yeah. He's like, just gotta go, bro. Like, my whole family just got killed, bro. That's all I got left. And then obviously, like, Giyu might have the aura of nonchalance like 24/7, but he's still a compassionate person.
Yes, he is.
So like, it's not that he doesn't feel bad for Tanjiro, but at the same time, it's like, nigga,
this is not the way to do it. Yeah.
Like, bro, like I understand you just lost your family, but like, if you want to do something about protecting the rest, you gotta man up and step forward and protect somebody. Absolutely. So then, like, after he saw like Tanjiro's grit and like his mental acuity, he was like, all right, you know what? But he got some promise. The girl ain't tasted no human blood yet. And she did start shedding tears and stuff like that and protected her brother. So like, I'm going to give these two a chance.
I'll see what I can do.
We flash forward to a little bit afterwards when he was in front of the Ubuyashiki estate. And then they read out the letter where he was like, if Nezuko takes a sip of human blood, and he would disembowel himself with seppuku. And I'm just like, bro, he's about to do all this for 2 people he just met. Like, that should show you how much he really cares.
I also think don't get off your soapbox. This is one quick commentary. I also think that Nezuko represented a type of hope they haven't seen before, because it's like, that's not something they've ever seen, like a demon that doesn't really want to eat human blood and humans and shit like that. And it's like, that in a lot of ways was the first key to them really starting to get the upper hand on the demons and like come back and like actually fight them on and fight upper moons. Because now Muzan wants to find Nezuko so he can conquer the sun. It's all connected. Continue, brother.
Yes. So if it wasn't for Giyu giving them a chance, then they wouldn't have been able to find a cure to turn people back to humans.
Yep.
And then also, after the fact, like, you know, they're at the Hashira meeting at the same time, and he's like standing a ways away from the Hashira, and then they're like, why does he do that? And he's like, I'm not like you guys. And at the time, like, we have no foreknowledge, so we're just like, what does he mean by that? Does he think he's better than them or something? Like, like, does he just not fuck with them or what? And it's not until later on, like all the way until like the training arc, right before the final battle, so we see that he has survivor's guilt, and he feels like the way he performed during the Demon Slayer selection training was not honorable, and he got saved. So even though he's been working hard to own up to it, he still feels like he has not done enough, and he feels like if it was Sabito instead, then he probably would have been better than where he's at now, because that's why he has his Haori is half Sabito, half Makomo. So like, hearing that, and then seeing like Tanjiro just like to alleviate the guilt and the burden he had been feeling for all these years. I think that was probably one of the best moments in the entire series.
Yep.
So for him to have like such a major fight like this to, you know, what's the word? Justify all the buildup that has been brought forth for his character and like seeing him in action with him unlocking the mark. And people gotta understand. Like I know Tanjiro came through and then dealt a decisive blow, but if Giyu wasn't there, Tanjiro would
He
have
would have
gotten
died.
cooked.
He would have died. He would have died. Tanjiro doesn't even get the opportunity to think that hard if Gyu's not there.
Yeah, Giyu was saving him like left and right the entire fight.
Oh, so
And then even after Tanjiro beheaded him, Akaza was still there.
yep.
And the nigga passed out. And Giyu was like, nah, bro. If you want to kill Tanjiro, you're going to have to kill me first.
Yep.
I fucking love this nigga Giyu, man. He's the god.
Nah, nah, he is actually a really, really good character. He is. I like him. He's not my. I'd probably have him around that 6th spot, but technically that'd be my second Hashira, so a third Hashira. So he's in my top 3. So it'll go Gyomei, the Wind Hashira, and then it will go Giyu. I'm trying to think who else I actually like out of the Hashira for real. Well, I like Uzui. I like Tengen.
The nigga's so funny, bro. It's hilarious.
I like Shinobu at first a lot. She kind of fell out of favor with me. Not really for the reasons that like, oh, she sucked because she died to Doma. Like, it's fucking Doma. But like, just kind of fell out of favor with me, I guess, somehow. I'm not really sure why. I never really cared for, is her name Mitsuri? What's the love Hashira's name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's alright. I like her. The snake guy is one of the guys, like, I feel like I didn't have enough time to get to know him, even though I liked his vice grip, whatever shit he did in the last fight. Like, it was cool, but like, I just didn't get enough time to really get to know him that much. I never cared for the Miss Hashira, but I think his story's pretty cool, and he's fucking 14, so like, credit where credit is due. But he never moved. Yeah, he never moved me though. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, Giyu went crazy in that fight, man. He was, oh my goodness, bro. He was going crazy.
That's what I was about to say. I wanna just highlight like the actual fighting itself. Like in the beginning, I kind of feel like he used his trump card too early when he showcased low, because Akaza was like, interesting move. It's like we got ways around that.
but also probably a testament to how strong Akaza is. Like, I can't even save this. This is not an Ogi. I have to use this immediately because those punches want to fuck me up.
Yeah, and then reading the series over again, like I had my magnifying glass on, and I realized that water breathing is a defensive style.
It is
breathing technique, so it's not really meant for head-to-head onwards, which is probably why he survived to the very end, because it's meant to protect and like counterattack or redirect. That's
a good point.
Within the movie, like you see when he gets his Slayer mark, and then he starts going toe-to-toe with Akaza, and he's using the defensive style offensively because he was the one on the attack. Like, Akaza blocked the attack and then retreated temporarily, and Giyu stepped right in front of him, like, no, where are you going? And he started cutting him up. And Akaza was like, is that the best you can do? And I didn't even pay attention the first time I saw it, but the second time, because it was too fast for me to keep up the first time, but the second time I knew what to look for. Bro, the way Giyu sliced up Akaza after the fact, like, I looked closely, it was like half his head was missing, all his limbs except for one was dismembered, his body was sliced in half. I was like, yo, he really putting a beat on this thing right now.
Right? You fucking holy knight merchant, like. He said, funny thing was I did not think he was like that until he packed that lower moon. I said, my bad, I wasn't familiar with your game. The fact that lower moons are like no match for Hashiras is always crazy to me. Like they had no chance. Like, they're so pitifully weaker than them. That's why Tanjiro kept breaking his sword, because he on the offensive more often than not. That was funny when what's his name? He's like the guy who makes his sword. I can't remember his name right now with the mask. He was fucking mad. Like I'm not making you shit. But he actually took pride in the fact that like he wants to be a really good sword maker, and he feels like he was actually inadequate if the sword keeps breaking. He was actually projecting a little bit.
Yes.
So there's a lot. See, y'all pay. This is why like when people get at Demon Slayer, like I'm not gonna put my cape on. It's not my series like that, but it's like you guys misunderstand Demon Slayer a lot. Like, and I think a lot of it is on purpose. It's
yeah, they're like, oh, the plot's so simple.
It's disingenuous a lot of the times. Yeah.
Carried by the animation. I'm like, bro, maybe you should sit down and like actually pay attention to like the little things. Mm-hmm. Then maybe you wouldn't get so uptight. And a lot of it is jealousy, I feel.
Yeah,
they want their favorite series to have this kind of popularity.
I've even seen One Piece fans feel a way about it. Like, how is this series getting more manga sales than one backlog? Yada yada.
I'm like, nigga, it's One Piece, bro. We're already on top. There's room for more people. God damn.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna say. What's the J. Cole line that's appropriate here?
They act like two niggas cannot coexist.
They act like two legends cannot coexist. Okay? They can coexist. Tranquilo. It's not that deep. Oh man, this is why I think making your personality attached to a series is weird. Because this is the type of shit y'all get into. You can like a series, it doesn't have to be your entire life and personality or online persona. Like, chill out. I'm talking to JJK fans so hard right now. Y'all so fucking annoying to this day. Modulo sucks, by the way. I was I was really impressed with the animation and the battle that well, honestly, I could tell you all my favorite sequences. And one of them was actually Mitsuri and Snake Hashira. I actually don't think I ever knew his name. What's his name? Higuro. When they took out some of the lesser demons, there was this one camera angle shot that they used I thought was really dope. I like that sequence. Shinobu when she was dancing on Doma, that sequence. The whole Zenitsu and Kaigaku fight. But his name is actually Snake Hashira. Shut up, lizard. You know what that reminded me of? Remember that? Sorry, real quick tangent. You know, so remember that video I showed you with the Aura Farmer tournament thing, and you were lost in the beginning, but like it came full circle. This guy's actually a pretty big deal, and I didn't realize I've been hearing sound clips and seeing like memes related to his videos for quite some time, like the Dap Up Tournament of Power and everything. Why did I bring that up? Oh, when Iskander was in the Aura Farmer tournament with Light Yagami, Light Yagami put his name in it, and he's like, "My name is Lion Sin Escanor." I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's why the death note did kill him. But anyways, yeah. No, the fight was incredible. When Giyu, there's a one point where like Akaza went like nuclear with his punches, and the way him and Giyu were like, Giyu was blocking them and weaving them. When Tanjiro was like, "How does he sense us?" Like, bro, help him. How is he? What is he doing? What is the stance? That was a crazy sequence. I just have to say personally, as much as I'm not trying to like downplay the movie, I still haven't seen a better, I almost want to say just anime Japanese sequence since Uzui and versus Gyutaro. Like, that's still my favorite animated sequence in Demon Slayer. And as far as animation from Japan in the last that's 2019 maybe? 2020-ish? When did that come out? That fight, that season of Demon Slayer.
2022.
Okay, shit. Even that's still like my favorite anime sequence. Not animation, but anime sequence that I've seen. But I think that movie is really rivaling it. It is. That one. You know that portion of the fight when it was just like Giyu came back. He's at full like stamina and everything, and there's like that part was crazy. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry though. You know, Neja 2, Legend of Hate 2. You know what I'm saying? But hey. The bronze medal's not bad. You're on the podium. You're on the podium. You got a medal though. But I think you will understand. I think when you guys watch the movie with me in Discord, you'll understand what I'm saying. But great job, yo. It was beautiful. And I actually think ending the movie with like it's almost like when you warm up and then you work out. You're supposed to do a cool down, right?
Yes.
That's what the Akaza flashback felt to me, which is why I knew they'd end it there. It made a lot of sense. and then like showing who's around the survivors, the next matchups, who's gonna run into who, doing all that was a great setup to make you hype and get it's great anticipation for the next film. So I actually think, despite me being like, yeah, I'm falling asleep, I'm sure if I was an anime only and I didn't read it, it hit me differently just because I already know what happened. So it's not like I was getting the information. But I want to say, out of every demon's like backstories, Akaza, reasonable crash out, reasonable. I'm not even like not even mad at it. Like the self-loathing he must have felt for just never being able to properly protect the things he cared about. And I'm sorry, as much as I know Japanese culture was very honor bound and certain things like that at the time, and not that it's not today, I feel like his dad did him a big disservice going out like that. Like, he did a lot to try to keep you alive. Like, I get it, it wasn't an honorable way of living, but he was taking lashings, getting the fucking bandit mark on his hands, plus other things, just because he loved you to keep you alive, and that's what you did. You just hung yourself. I didn't like that. And then
I mean,
I get it though.
I
get it though. And then obviously the sickly girl that obviously she was like, "Yo, you actually believe that one day I can come see this with you, get married, yada yada," and then like some jealous dojo poisoned. Was it the well or the water? Mm-hmm. And they die from poisoning. You have the courage to come and face them or whatever. You didn't even jump them. You poison them. You're on your Kafka fucking Final Fantasy 6 gimmick. You poison the whole water supply. You know what? Sorry. You know another example of this that I always forget about that I reminded of lately? This happens in the first Mega Man, in the Waterworks one. When they like do something to the water supply and it's poison, people get sick. This happens in Mega Man Battle Network 1, 2. And then he's just like, dog. Then he crashed out, fucked up all of them, killed them to the point they thought like he was a demon. And then like you said earlier, when he's like, he probably hasn't even fully processed everything that's happened to him and what he just did. He's limping away from killing a bunch of humans, lost everything that matters to him: his father, his wife, his master, who gave him a second chance at life, and who comes when he's at his absolute lowest moment.
Muzan.
And he's like, I don't even fucking care. Whatever. I get it. Reasonable crash out. Mm-hmm. Reasonable. Might have got me too. Won't lie to you. But I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it. But I feel like I'd have been petty. Like, I'd stay in that. Like, first thing I'm doing is I'm eviscerating that town. Everyone's dying. Actually, I'll leave the kids. I'll leave the children alone. Everyone else is dying. Like, yeah. And that's how the movie ends. It ends with that flashback. And I thought, again, I really enjoyed the movie. I love my movie experience as full of coonery as it was. And I only expect better for the next one. I really think that Doma fight when Inosuke and Kanao is using her insect eyes and going crazy, they're going to animate that shit beautifully. I know when Gyomei pulls up on Kokushibo, that is going to, and then when Hashira comes, bro, don't play with me. That's about to be beautiful. Hold on, I gotta change my camera. Keep going. Pat, talk for a second, but I know it's gonna be beautiful. I'll be right back.
Yeah, for those of you that read the manga, but the way the fight with Upper Moon pops off, like I remember just going through it the first time and just feeling like this overwhelming sense of despair. I was just like, damn, bro. Like, Akaza was crazy. Doma crazy. This is number one, though. And, like, if you've ever looked at the little manga trivia tidbits at the end, it shows you, like, how Muzan feels about, like, all the other Upper Moons. And then, like, with Daki, he thinks that she's a stupid child, but he likes Gyutaro's viciousness. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't really give him orders because, like, he just knows he's going to wreak havoc. Upper Moon 5, I forgot his name.
That's the pot nigga?
Yes. He said he likes his pottery. So he thinks that he can sell it for a good price. But he doesn't. Gyoko, that's his name, okay. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't really care for him that much. Henkangu, he said he pisses him off because he's always acting like a little bitch. Nakime, he thinks she is very useful, so that's why he keeps her around. Out of all the upper moons, he likes Akaza the most because he's extremely loyal. With Doma, he doesn't like Doma because Doma is like hard to read, and he openly disrespects him. So he's just like whatever. But with Kokushibo, he views that nigga as a business partner. So like, bro, you don't.
I remember not knowing that part. I remember
Yeah,
him not liking Doma. I remember because like no one likes fucking Doma. Um, the pottery thing I remember. I actually remember that. I don't think I remember the business part. But continue.
yes, he views Kokushibo as a business partner, which means he doesn't give this nigga orders. He just lets him do him. Because not only is he a demon, he is former Hashira level demon slayer. So like his techniques got a little bit more oomph to it with his blood demon art.
Mm.
So like once I read that, I was like, oh my god, this is a different level of everything else that we've been fighting lately. So I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little worried. And then, like when he fought Muichiro, oh my god, I was sick, bro. Because Muichiro already knew what time it was. He was like, all right, Slayer Mark, ready, we fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And he trying, but like at the same time, he's just a kid, bro. He's 14 years old.
Yeah.
That nigga stabbed him up to the pillar. He was like, wait right there. I was like, damn. It was like, you're my descendant, so it's pretty impressive that you're so good at such a young age, but this is as far as you go. And then that's when my voice on the make oh my god, nigga,
Yes.
so wrong.
Fucking goat. He said sword, nah. Ball and chain, bitch ass nigga. This shit is so fucking pure. It's been in the sun, collecting sunlight for. Oh, stop playing with him. Y'all can't handle that. You never need that for a real nigga. Now, I also like that the oldest one is the strongest one though. Like that makes sense to me.
Oh yeah, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, like that. Like I like that. Like there's so much about this series. I just think again, my biggest complaint has always been the same thing. Even though I knew it deep down in my heart, and it's not even a complaint. Just a nitpick. I'm like, but all the lightning and water shit's not real. It's not a big deal. It just sometimes I watch the anime. I'm like, oh, stop showing me all this shit. Just fight. Just do sword techniques. Nah, but it's fire though. It's fire.
So yeah, like
Sage, get out of my way.
Sanemi pulls up, he fights him, and he was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
He was honestly doing good, but he started to get overwhelmed. Then that's when Gyomei pulled up. I'm like, oh, the strongest Hashira versus the strongest Upper Moon. Let's go. And he was going bat to bat with that nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy.
He was. And like my favorite thing about Gyomei, and this is when I knew like this guy's my favorite, is because as much as he didn't know like his family history and stuff like that, it's just the way he completely calls him out, like, oh no, you have the Slayer mark, yada yada yada. It's like, did you just lie? You're lying. Bitch ass nigga. obviously you wouldn't say that or say it when he said it. It means somebody has obviously gotten the mark before and survived. And then you see like he actually got under his skin.
Yep. He was mad.
Yeah. He's like deep down, he tried to nonchalant anger, but like, nah, we caught you. We caught you. Caught you, little bitch. Little fucking loser. Fucking hate that guy.
That nigga was angry. But yeah, I liked during the fight because like, with Genya's over there too. He had already got cut in half early on. But when they're fighting, and then Sanemi has to take a break for a second, and then Muichiro joins in the fight. And like, yo, that nigga Sanemi's durability is like off the charts.
Yeah.
Because he took a lot of like very near fatal wounds, and he was like chugging on like nothing happened.
But even Kokushibo was like, you're not supposed to be alive. How is he moving?
Because remember, like when he cut him the first time, like his blood is special, so it was kind of like making him feel a little woozy and drunk.
Was it like, Marechi, right? That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
his blood is Marechi, so like that was giving him an advantage. But then once he started getting used to it, he started getting overwhelmed. And then Gyomei was like, "Bro, you need to stitch yourself up and then get back out here." And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that was probably the most aura I think any character had in the entire series. Well, aside from Yoriichi, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like present day, when that nigga stitched himself up and started breathing, And then the mark appeared on his face. He was like round two. I was like,
Yep.
oh shit.
And you know what? And oh, I forgot to mention this. I mean, I know this is not in the movie. We're just talking about Infinity Castle in general. I like. I know for some people it might not seem as honorable. Your sword will use a sword. Nah, he's trying to kill demons by any means necessary. And if you think about it, that's how he started off. He had a bunch.
Yep.
He used to walk around with a bunch of weapons and ropes and scythes and everything, and do whatever he could to keep a demon down until the sun came up. If I remember correctly, right?
Yes, he was stringing them up on the trees and waiting for the sun to come up.
Like, you know the part where like he does whatever and like flips and then he has the gun and he points it at him? Like, dog, he's tough. Don't play with him. He's tough. He said, I don't care. I don't care if I have to bite your ear off like Mike Tyson. You dying. I'm like, yeah. That's my nigga. I like him.
Yeah, I fuck with him so hard. And really, it's mostly because he's the older brother.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, at first, I was like, yo, why you being so mean to your kid brother, man? But then, like, when this fight came, and then he was like, oh, you were supposed to find a wife, live a good life, grow old, die. I would have protected you. No demon would have came to you. I was like, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
That's what made me skyrocket him up the rankings. I was like, I get it, bro.
I would also be like, dog, this is not the life I wanted for you. But okay, so question for you: do you think he could have navigated that differently? Like, do you think? He tried to do the tough love, push you away thing. Do you think a general conversation like, bro, I don't want you to be in this type of life would have worked, or do you think he would have been too stubborn and wanted to help and be around his brother regardless because that's his only family?
I think at first, because initially after he killed their mom, like Genya's reaction was one of shock, anger, and then he said some hurtful things to him. And like Sanemi didn't really let it show like how much it bothered him, but then he used that as an excuse to make sure he could keep him at arm's distance. So he kind of pulled like the Jotaro tough love gimmick where he was like suffering in silence.
I was actually protecting you because Stan users are always after me. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel that. It made perfect sense to me. But yeah, man. It is funny what you said also, Chief. Like how could no blood demon art is real. That's true. But he said I don't know how he stomached him since he got Yorichi's face. He just have like I guess he looks different as a demon. He does look a lot different as a demon. His 3 eyes and shit. But the partnership stuff is very interesting to me. Because that makes sense. Because they don't seem to really interact much like that. It's just kind of like you do your thing. And I don't think he couldn't have been. I think was Tamio the first demon he ever turned?
I don't think it was the first, but he's one of the first.
And he's obviously the longest in terms of tenure and long-standing, whatever.
Yeah, currently living towards the end of the series, she's probably the oldest one.
Yeah, and then Kokushibo would be next, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Do you think Akaza had the ability to surpass him? Or or at least Doma?
Yeah, because remember, the reason that Doma was 2 and Akaza was 3 is because Akaza was actually an upper moon before Doma. But Doma does not discriminate when he eats humans, and he particularly loves eating women and children. And like women is more beneficial for demons because of their wombs, which gives more blood because they have the opportunity to hold multiple human beings at the same time. And Akaza only ate strong fighters and men. He never
ate children and
really ate women and children. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why Akaza openly disrespected him because he's been a demon longer than him, and then this nigga think he the shit because he ranked up before him. He did not fuck with that nigga at all.
No, he didn't.
That nigga disgusted him.
Yep. What's up, Kyan? Inject upper one fight into my veins. It's gonna be legendary when we see it animated. For sure.
I need it, bro. I just know the theater gonna go stupid when the Slayer.
I'm gonna talk so much shit out loud to Kokushibo. You a punk. You a bitch. You a hater. Fuck you. Die. You gonna hear? I'm gonna be at the theater loud. I ain't seen the movie yet, but UFO table ain't missed, so I'm excited. Akaza never ate women. I remember that. I read the manga, so we good though. Facts. Hopefully, I didn't miss a Cross Peak stream. I did one stream when I was playing the Cross Worlds demo, and I was talking about 2B Hero X. I said when I go online, I'll do it on stream for the first time. I haven't went online yet. I'm trying to get all the parts. Right now, I'm in Racing Park, trying to get all the extreme gear and parts of all the machines to maximize my customization. I think I have the gadgets that I really want. But yeah, you see it tonight. Nice. But yeah, don't worry. The cross roll. I wanna play with y'all too. So like, if y'all have the game, let's race, man. What was I about to say? That Kokushibo fight has
Well,
to pass that Tengen fight. I want to see some greatness. You see, the Tengen fight really is kind of like to me, like the bar. They set a high bar with that fight. I still think the Akaza, Giyu, and Tanjiro fight is like easily second best. And I could understand. It's one of, you know what it's like to me? It's like Rob Lucci versus Luffy. And I understand why a lot of people are like, yo, I think the category fights better. I don't agree, but I get it. It wouldn't bother me if you said that. It's like, sometimes I use the argument like back in the day when I really cared about who the greatest rapper was. If you said Nas, I wouldn't yell at you. I'm like, okay, like you said Nas. Like I thought it was Jay-Z, but I can't get mad at Nas. You didn't say like fucking Lil Nas X. Yeah, then I'll spit on you. You're a fucking idiot. But yeah. Oh, don't worry, Mook. We gonna race. Who you been using the most? Who you been using the most? But yeah, I'm just missing the last few pieces of the power vehicles. I'm doing the rivals to second time at Racing Park. The first Luffy and Lucci fight. The second one's cool, but that's not a fight to me. That's a beatdown. Luffy was not taking him seriously.
not at all.
That's not a fight. That's what did Gohan say? Fight you. I'm here to exterminate you or kill you or destroy you. That's what that was. He got fucking spanked. Like, literally give all credit to Ancient Zoans having healing factors because that nigga would have got packed up. That was his only saving grace. Healing. Like, how many times did we see the impel down jailer beast go down and get back up?
At least 5 times.
So there it is. So yeah. That man said Jay-Z had penis sucking lips. Crazy work. That's
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna go there yet. But yeah, man, like I loved my experience with the film. The film was good. I'm definitely gonna see all 3 in theater. I thought maybe I'll just see the rest and like, cause you know what happened? The reason I didn't see Demon Train in theater was because somebody on PSN leaked it for some. I don't know why, but it was available to buy in the PSN store for like 4 minutes. Somebody messed up, and 4 minutes online might as well be an eternity on the internet. That shit got bought, downloaded, stole, torrented, distributed. I did not watch that shit in theater, so watch that shit in my crib, kicked up. So yeah. He said, fair. You just got to the end of Marineford, reading along with my brother. Hopefully, I'll catch up in the next few months. Nice. How are you feeling about it so far? How are you feeling about it? We love to see you experiencing peak. You think your top 5 is Blaze, Sonic, and Shadow, so to speak, characters. I've used Blaze the most, Shadow the second. Then I say I actually use Hatsune Miku a lot just because I like how she changes the soundtrack up with her like little la 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 la. I'm like, that's kind of fire. I can't lie to you. She kind of moving me. Then I'll say Sage. I actually haven't really played Sonic Frontiers, but Sage has been fun to use. I've been using Sage a lot. And then probably like Jet, the Babylon Rogues every once in a while. Oh, I'm like Eggman. Then the Babylon Rogues. So yeah, so Blaze, Shadow, Hatsune, Sage, and Eggman were the 5 I've used the most easily. I haven't actually used Knuckles or Silver yet, but I don't like Silver, so I'm not using it. When they drop Surge, though, everyone's getting dropped for Surge, and they better give it to me. Ian Flynn, I know you're writing the fucking dialogue. Give me Surge to Tenric, or I will fucking rage. Yeah, I gave the movie I think I gave it an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. No, I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. So, it's my, out of every film I've seen this year, and I actually want to give myself credit, I had a good movie year. And not just old movies, like new movies. What have I seen? Saw that terrible Jordan Peele movie that I didn't want to see. I forgot what it was called already. I fell asleep.
Oh god.
I think his movies are overrated, but I like the first one. Is it Get Out with the sunken place? That's the one I like. I saw Superman. I saw Weapons. I saw Neja 2. Legend of Hay 2, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1. I'm forgetting like two more. This is my third.
Sinners.
Huh?
Sinners.
Sinners. Yes, Sinners. Sinners was good. I still say Sinners is probably my fourth favorite movie of the year, though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go Legend of Hay, Nedra, and then Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer got the bronze, but it was a great movie, great film, animated beautifully. Ufotable will cook. Because as much as sometimes I hate when they do the liquid thing Simi says, I do like movie Ufotable just a bit more because they got that extra time and more limited runtime, so they can focus more on some of these fights. And I even think some of those Fate scenes are crazy. Like I got it, like it's so fucking fire. So I'm still visual novel for Fate, but some of those sequences are crazy. What's my man who caught the fucking sword in his knee and elbow? What the fuck was his name again? Oh my goodness. I paused that shit and pulled it back like 4 times before I finished that episode. So yeah.
What's yours?
That was for Fate.
Oh,
Teacher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do I think the movie is better than Mugen Train? Yes, I do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Jet, could he never lose this? I'm really enjoying it. Sabo Odi caught me by surprise. Loved Ennius Lobbies and Water 7 and Marineford was great. I watched a few of your videos, and there's no way people slander Crocodile. He was doing numbers of Impel down to Marineford. A lot has changed, but there was a point where I was fighting for my life as a Crocodile fan. It was crazy. I was fighting for my life. I've been using Blaze, Sonic, and Miku the most in Cross Peak. I love it. Lovely. Yeah, the teacher. I like Sonic Rush. How could you tell? Same. I love Blaze. Blaze is one of my favorites. Everything about the Miku collab is fire. My girl Atoria got done dirty by a high school teacher. I'm curious why you don't like Silver. It's a personality or what? You're a Trunks comp and you got no sauce. I hate him. Do you know what sauce Trunks has? Trunks is my boy. I'm like, Silver, you're obviously like Trunks inspired. I just hate him. He's fucking whiny, no bitch. He ugly. I got psychic powers. I don't know. I'm playing it up right now. He's just never moved me. Just one of those. I just don't care for him. I don't care for him. I don't like him. I just don't. Walmart Trunks is funny. But yeah.
My Kokushibo take.
Go ahead.
My Kokushibo take.
Oh yes. Tell me the nuance. Show me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So initially, like, I didn't really think much of him. I just thought like he was just a nigga that was raw as a demon, and then like as a human, I had like a low opinion of him because I was like, bro, you let yourself turn into a demon just because you couldn't keep up with your brother. But now I understand, like, as someone who was the twin of somebody so freakishly talented, I get like the way he was messed up, because remember in the beginning, like, Yoriichi was thought to be weak when he was young, and like he was constantly like clinging to the mom, and then over time the mom succumbed to whatever illness she was suffering from, and he found out that he was actually supporting her, like her weight while she was walking, and then Yoriichi left because he knew that he was going to be the one to take over the estate afterwards if he had stayed, because they realized he was actually super talented, and then it made him have like a life of mediocrity. And whatchamacallit, I liked from the initial backstory we get of him, we see his perspective of like how he's like jealous of him and he has all the things that he really wants. But then when we get Yoriichi's backstory, like, I wasn't really paying attention the first time, but he was talking about like Kokushibo when he was a human. I keep forgetting what his name was as a human. But he was saying like, yeah, he was talking about like how he was actually like a really kind person, and like there was some stuff from his backstory that we didn't see in Yoriichi's backstory, where he was like, he would constantly try to communicate with his brother.
Michikatsu.
There we go. Yeah. Yes, Michikatsu would constantly try to like hang out with Yoriichi, and then when he got caught, that's when he got beat, and then he gave him the flute because whatchamacallit, Yoriichi didn't have anything, and he thought he was deaf and mute.
Mm.
No, he thought he was mute, so he gave him the flute to call for him if he needed something, but really he could speak. And then he was like, that was the best treasure that he had ever gotten. And then Yoriichi was talking to like Tanjiro's ancestor, saying like how he failed his brother, he failed his wife, he failed the Demon Slayer Corps. And I was like, actually,
Actually,
Kokushibo kind of did get failed by Yoriichi because even though like he met him afterwards when he had become a demon, like you remember he cut him in half, but he kept the flute
yes, he did.
after the fact. Yes. So
Mm.
I feel like if Yoriichi had just committed more time to staying with Michikatsu when they were alive, then he probably wouldn't have descended into becoming a demon because he didn't read like the full scope of like the kind of life Michikatsu wanted to live. Because that nigga gave up everything for the Demon Slayer Corps. He gave up his wife, his children. Um, shit. At the end, he gave up being a human because he was constantly trying to chase after Yoriichi and what he was capable of. And then at the end, Yoriichi kind of abandoned him.
Okay. So you, I can kind of understand that viewpoint in some way, shape, or form, but I still think he was. It's a. I know it's more complicated than I make it seem, but I still think he's a hater.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's not entirely his fault.
Yeah. Okay. You and your nuance. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's still getting cooked.
I mean, he's not my guy or anything. I just think he's raw. He gave us a good fight.
He did give us a good fight. He took out a lot of them, and for the ones that survived, they came into that Muzan fight with 40 HP.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, they were struggling bad.
Yeah. So yeah. But all right. Do we have any any indication of when the next one's gonna come out? Are they already working on it? Is it like that's like, do we know, like, because my guess was probably early 2027.
Yes, most likely early 2027. If we're going off the timeline of the Heaven's Feel movies, where the first movie dropped in 2019, and then the second, no, was it 2017? The first movie dropped in 2017, and then the second movie dropped in 2019. Obviously, COVID and stuff probably sped up the production for the last movie, and then the last movie came out in 2020. So we're probably looking at a 2027 time period for the next movie, and then late 2028, early 2029 for the last movie.
Okay. Would you have preferred it to be in anime form, or you're cool with the movie form?
Yeah, movies is fine.
No, some people I know, they're upset because they're like, they kind of want. It's not like they want to be done with Demon Slayer. It's more so like, now I gotta really like it extends it by like 5 more years for like only like the last arc, you know. So some people kind of like, oh, but you just kind of
Oh,
agreed
boo
on.
hoo. Tough luck, nigga. You're gonna sit your ass in that theater and enjoy the animation, so shut up.
There it is, and there it is.
Niggas just complaining because they don't want to wait. Like, are you a child?
Yeah, they are. I'm with you, by the way, chat. I don't respect Muzan either, but with Kokushibo, with me, it's personal because my brother is kind of like that. That's kind of why it bothers me a lot more because of
Okay.
my, like, for me it's more personal. And I'm always been willing to admit that. That's why he rubs me the wrong way, to have like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just here living my life. In a lot of ways, at some points, I actually looked up to you, and you're just in secret, just hating, just angry, hating, seething. You guys heard my story in 2020. If you didn't, you didn't. I'm not going to rehash it here. But yeah, like that's why like Kokushibo, like everything about it, I just want to spit on him. I hate that nigga so much. But yeah. Oh. unless my friends want to go with me, I'll put on my straw hat for the movie when it's out of theaters. Yeah, I feel that. You could actually you could probably find a cam recorded one, but you're not gonna probably find a great like 1080p one yet. So I'd say wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. Muzan annoyed me so much when he was begging Tanjiro. I think that's a testament to how
At the very
truly
end.
like he's so pathetic. Like that's a testament to how truly pathetic he is. Like, and again, if you want to get nuance, it's like okay, I get it. You were born sickly, and you were basically from the moment you were born afraid of death. But like, nigga, just die already. He took my goat, fuck Koku, but also my favorite fight. Definitely manga. I gotta give that fight. I think the best fight. Anime for me right now, it's still Gyutara versus Tengen and Tanjiro, obviously. So yeah.
My stance is flipped. For the longest, it was uh Tengen versus Yutaro Daki at number one, but now I have it at number two. I think what Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza did was just so much more because it's like you have it's because the Gyutaro Tengen is like fragmented, and then you have like the big climactic ending, and then it's good. But like with Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza, it's like it's steady build up, peak climax, even more rising climax with Tanjiro entering the selfless state and seeing the transparent world, and then you cool down with the backstory and stuff, and then Giyu is like, "Oh, hey, this nigga's still not dead yet. What the fuck?" So that shit was so funny, bro, because he tried to keep his head on his shoulders. And Giyu threw his sword like, fuck out of here, nigga.
like it's funny because like they can regrow limbs, so that that's just again the desperation. Like no, none of that. What is that? Like no, die. My back hurts. Like no, you're totally right. I forgot about that part. Tanjiro did that to him too when he was running away in the forest. Now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah. The strongest Hashira to jump that man Koku. The anime only is not ready. They're not ready. But it should be documented knowledge by this point. I get it that Gyome is the strongest. That it takes about 3 Hashiras to take out 1 Upper Moon though.
Yes.
That should be common knowledge if the fan base is paying attention. I think by now you know this. So yeah. Again, so for me, yeah, the movie was like a 9 out of 10 for me. Yeah, only beaten by Neja 2, which I gave a 9.5, and I gave Hey a masterpiece 10 out of 10. So I felt very blessed in the animated film department this year. And if I add Lord of Mysteries and To Be Hero X, like I feel I like the year I have for animation. It was a good year. Oh, and I started the year off with what Scissor 7 season 5, I think it was, and I think I'm getting Mighty 9 and or Vox Machina to end the year off. Like I'm eating good, and then I got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Can you believe it? We're getting Steel Ball
Run.
Can you believe it?
I'm about to take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride cause I can't no more. Golden rule in the back. Nail attack. What the fuck? I can't wait. It's gonna be lit. People think Sadami and Giyu are relative. Mental sickness in the streets.
Relative? No.
Gyome is the strongest.
Sadami is a very clear number 2 though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's the second strongest, yes, to me. Absolutely. But Giyu's not a slouch. He's no slouch, and his technique's very refined. So, yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, anime only, of course, trying to shit on Rengoku because they're like, "Oh, Giyu did way better," and I'm just like, "Nigga, y'all like, I just don't understand, like, how reading comprehension got this bad. Like, I just don't get it." It was 2 Hashira level people fighting Akaza at the same time. Rengoku fought Akaza by himself and then had that nigga shit in his pants because he was gonna hold that nigga there until the sun came up.
Yep. And this is
And
before he
the
got the
whole
mark
time
and
Akaza,
everything. Yep.
yes, Akaza was like, "Oh my god, you are strong. Like you need to become a demon. Like straight up." He was like, oh my goodness, you're one of the chosen ones. You're strong. Fight me. Hit me some more. I need more of your hits."
Yep.
And nigga fighting Giyu, he was like, "Oh, this is nice. Oh, that's cool. I fought a Hashira before, like that was using water breathing. Oh, that's a new move."
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't the same, bro. It wasn't the same.
I think his biggest compliment he gave to him was how polished and refined his technique was. He did offer
Yes.
to become a demon too, but yeah. Bro, when people compare Giyu to Rengoku, it gets so bad. It does. It gets nasty. I've seen some of the discourse. It's really bad. Giyu, I don't want to fight head ass. I feel it.
Like I and people gotta
Giyu,
understand. Like
Giyu's kind of me in a lot of ways. I see a lot of me in him. I can't lie to you. Yo, I
this
don't.
is after like the Hashira level training that they all did with one another. Like they weren't doing that before.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
so obviously his abilities improved dramatically. And then plus he gets the Slayer mark on top of it.
exactly. But yeah, you got any final words for the people, then?
Yeah. Top three Hashira, Rengoku, Giyu, Sanemi.
I'm not mad at that. I'm on Guillaume stand though. I gotta.
He fourth. I
Look,
fuck with him.
I told you, it was one of those where, like, I like him. He can't overtake those Borgang for me. But then when he did the Kokushibo, I'm like, yeah, you got him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That it's crazy because during the fight, everybody like gets pushed to the brink in order to awaken their Slayer mark. That nigga was like, "All right, it's time to fight, serious," and then flexed his muscles on the mark and peered on his arms. I was like, "Yo, what? He's
Yeah,
so different."
yeah. He was like, I was hoping to see him against Muzan, but all right, upper moon one, let's get it. He's like, oh no, you're gonna die. Oh no, you're Slayer Mark. And he's like, hold on, why you capping? A lot of cap in your rap. A lot of cap in your rap. Got that off tilt. I said, yeah, talk to him. He stinks. Fuck him. But no, that was one of those fights where you can really see the desperation, man. That was fucking. He's fucking scary. Like an old demon too, like an old established demon, Upper Moon 1, and he's a fucking breath user, and the fucking brother of the strongest breath user ever. That was, you know what? That was Muzan's best fucking business decision. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Business part. That was a great decision. That was super smart. I would probably try to get more of them. But
Yeah. The whatchamacallit, the manga gave a tidbit that I didn't like read properly the first time.
mhm.
I think probably because it was like a volume extra because it wasn't in the weekly chapter. But when the upper moons give their blood so that they can turn somebody into a demon, they don't actually have the power to turn somebody into a demon.
It's
So them donating their blood is, yeah, it's a signal to Muzan, and then Muzan decides if he wants to allow them to become a demon or not.
so that's why he always says, let's see if that man will accept you. Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. Actually made sense of that line. Okay. Nice. Out of my way, Jet. Yes, sir. Koku did Muichiro so dirty he did. He was one of Satan's greatest soldiers. Damn. Yep.
That shit makes me so sad, bro. He's just a kid.
Yeah. That's gonna be extra
He
sad
cut
when
that
that
nigga in
man says.
half. Like he's literally just a child.
He'll pay for doing that to my boy Muchiro. Yeah, he does end up paying. And rest in peace, little bro, too. That shit gets me every time, man. He said, God, please don't take my brother. I'm like, no. The tears.
Yeah, I was balling when I read that.
You have to really be good at getting, and it's funny because I didn't really care about it. I'm like, that's a testament to how good it was. Like I find like emotional scenes hit me harder when they're animated well, not so much when I'm reading it. Cause like one of the only other times I remember really like, damn, this hit me bad was the Gray Man, Miranda, when the I think the level 4 Akuma came. Remember, she can like stop time, and she was trying to hold it because everybody on the ship was already dead. There's nothing they could do about it. And I'm like, damn, bro, I feel the tears, man.
Yes, yes.
Robin, you gotta. I want to live. Tears. What fucking Niagara Falls. So, yeah. But all right. Actually, before I go, you play a little bit of the demo. How did you feel with the demo? I know the demo only has 4 characters in the one Grand Prix. I got so good at that Grand Prix. I've not lost on any of those levels ever because I played them so much. Some of the other levels and courses are really good though. Yo, I feel like this is one of the racing games I've played where no map shows up where I'm like, oh, this fucking one. Like I like every level. They cooked. They cooked with Crossroads, man. I'm very impressed.
Yeah. The only thing I have to compare it to really is Mario Kart. I definitely feel like this is a harder game.
It is.
Um,
It is.
the handling of the carts is a lot more difficult. Like you have to be intentional beforehand. Like I'm used to like just making my drifts as the curve happens, but like with Sonic, you need to have some foresight for like
You
how long you're gonna hold it.
you have to commit, but just do know this because this is something that's been consistent with Sonic racing games since I believe Sega Racing All Stars Transformed. If you let go of the drift button and re-press it quickly, you can re-angle yourself the other direction without losing any of your drift or using it. So you can kind of snake
Okay.
back and forth. It's a little hard to get used to because most racing games don't really do that. I think maybe Crash Team Racing, if I remember correctly, kind of does that. But Mario Kart is like one of those. It's easy to learn, quote unquote, hard to master if you want to know all the intricacies and all the hidden stats and every how to use every item at its maximum efficiency and everything like that. Like it's a little more nuanced in that sense. Though I don't think Mario Kart's a hard game in any capacity. Sonic racing games have always been a lot more difficult. Like Sonic Riders to me is still the best one, and that game almost teaches you nothing about the game. But when you get really good at it, you feel very accomplished because you got to learn a lot with the speed, flying, power types, different vehicles, how to use all the shortcuts, grinding and stuff, using the flying gates, turbulence, doing tricks, everything. So yeah, this is hard. This is hard to just pick up and play. You're crashing. Even me, I was crashing into the walls of my drifts and all kinds of shit at first. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, bro?
Yeah, it took me like 3 races before I finally got first place. I was like, shit, am I
But
trash?
also I would say try messing with your turning sensitivity. I turned mine to 7. That works for me, and change the camera to dynamic. It makes it look faster, and also I find the screen turns better with the turns you have to do, so you can kind of see ahead a little bit better. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have some of that, and I'm like, ugh, time trial made me hate Kraken Bay. You be cooking your friends in Mario Kart? I cook my friends in Mario Kart too, but Mario Kart World, like when I first played it a few times at my cousin's and my friend's house, I was enjoying it. It's not a bad game. It's Mario Kart. It's fine. I just like I don't feel like they pushed it to its next logical extreme. It's a very safe game. I think it's kind of boring, honestly, and I don't like that they took away customization. They went backwards. My favorite part about this game is player expression. Like I have 5 different build outs depending on if I'm using extreme gear, a speed type vehicle or handling vehicle, or if the course is more of a straightaway, I don't get as many opportunities to boost, so I'm gonna prioritize acceleration and speed. But if there's a lot of turns, I want to prioritize boost and handling, and it lets you express yourself with that. I know the demo locks it to 3 gadgets and gears you can use. When you have all 6 slots, you can really get nutty with it. Like for like one of mine, I just have drift boost 1 faster, drift boost 2 faster, I think 3 faster, and then ultimate charge. Ultimate charge gives you a level 4 boost where you're actually invincible for about 3 seconds while you're boosting, and you could use that to make sure items don't hurt you. But boost type vehicles, when they get hit, you lose all your momentum. So it's a lot. It's the highest risk reward. So you gotta like
Mm,
again, it's all about just experimenting and finding out what customization of machine works for you. Because I find if I'm like front running a lot, I like to have quick recovery and defensive item chance up. So I get like the shield and the tornado and things that help me defend myself because I'm in first.
Yeah, that's one thing I did not like is that on the final lap, the items are too close to the end, like the finish line.
I'm
So
with
like
you.
if I'm in front, I'm like, bro, I was in first place like the whole fucking race, and then all of a sudden I'm getting blam, bow, 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 one after another. I'm like, what about second and third? Why they not getting hit by shit?
Facts. It's a bit of a learning curve for that too, where like I think I've always been lucky that I play kart racing games naturally defensively. Like I rely on my driving skills to pass people more than I rely on items. So I usually always have something in the tuck. And I did learn you can throw shit backwards to stop stuff. Like you can actually stop the buzz saw with the punching gloves or the spike glove, the spike ball. You have to time it properly. You can't just throw it back randomly. You gotta time it properly. And I find looking back to see when it's coming also helps a lot. And also the boost wisps can help you escape the warp, the items that like appear above you, and it drops like the ham, like the waste that like flatten you, or like the goo that makes you like lose your items and you can't see and to like wiggle the stick. If you boost
Mm-hmm.
right when that happens, you actually outpace the warp gate and it'll miss you. You just gotta play a bit more and you'll find out way better ways to defend yourself. But quick recovery is one of the most important gadgets in my opinion. It does take up three slots, but you don't lose momentum to the same degree, and you get right back in the race so much faster. But it takes up three slots, so you gotta like have your loadouts, and that's what I like about it too. You have loadouts like A, B, C, D, E, so you could preset them and just change them depending on the race and what's going on and how you're racing that day. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You said you turned yours to 10 sensitivity. Mine's at 7. I'm always maxed out acceleration because I set them items to the most aggressive settings, so you will get hit eventually. A matter of when, not if. Um, I always tell I don't set my items too aggressive. I leave them normal. I think Mario Kart's already chaotic enough, especially now with 24 racers. I actually don't. I'm not a huge fan of the item play in any racing game to that degree. My favorite is kind of Diddy Kong Racing because I think it takes way more skill to use with Diddy Kong Racing, and I like games that prioritize how well you drive, not what item you had in the last quarter lap, if you will. You know. You was doing a boost build till a rank that started getting cooked. Added quick recovery health, but to reach legend rank, I had to crawl and switch to a full ring build. That's interesting. You could hit the buzz saw with a punch. I've done it with the red glove, the green glove, the spike ball. I think I've done it with the bomb when the bomb is really big, when you like hold it for long enough. But don't quote me on the last one. I could have been like misinterpreting what I'm seeing. When you get the triple shells, I always shoot it at the guy ahead of me. When I pass them, I send another one behind me. They rage so bad it's hilarious. Yeah, standard technique. I don't do that though. If I hit it and I pass you, I just keep the other two. That's why I said that. The reason why like I front run like the whole race and hardly get past is because I never use my items to hurt. I use them to defend myself. If I have triple shell, chances are I'm not throwing it at you. I drive better than most people in these games, which is why I'm always confident I'll just pass you with my driving. Apparently, you can boost through boom boom if you've had it perfectly. Yes, you can. I pulled it off once, but I've actually been able to defend myself from boom boom with my level 4 drift more than anything else. But let's not turn this into a Sonic Racing cross world stream right now. Go watch Infinity Castle if you haven't, or buy it or do whatever you want to do when it comes out. But definitely peep it. I think it's worth it. It's a long movie though. It is 2 hours and a half, but it was really fun and I enjoyed my theater experience. 10
The
out of
theater.
10 out of 10 we'll do again. So yeah,
Infinity out of 10.
there you go. He said, "Nah, I get in first place with some good items, then a motherfucker hit me, then I lose the item." Well, I always restack. But yeah. All right, y'all. Also, I use corners to get red shells off me. I don't think people notice that if you turn at the right time in the right way, you can angle it that red shells will hit the wall or hit an item or hit like an obstacle. A lot of times I don't even use the item to block red shells. I will say this: I have terrible luck with green shells ricocheting perfectly to hit me. It fucking hits the car and then angles off the pole and hits me. I'm like, nigga, are you fucking kidding me?
I really hate that shit.
I get hit with green shells way more than I get hit with a red shell. Easily. All right, y'all be safe.